And we are back at Evergreen Speedway. Steve Mortland here along with Jeff Knight. Just want to make a correction before we went to the break. I had pointed out the orange car. That is indeed Jillian Lapato and not Eric Allison. So good to have her back out here as we are getting one lap to go. There are getting them lined up and coming in 10 laps to go to decide this thing, Jeff. Nick Gunderson just putting on a great show along with the rest of the field.
He is putting on a good show. This restart's really important here as we get the green flag. Green, green, green.
And you're going to see all season long on both the figure 8 divisions that we're going to feature, the leader starts out on his own with them lined up side by side right behind him.
Yeah, as the leader, you earn that position
Yes.
and not have somebody challenge you on the inside in the first corner or the second corner for that matter. But you can see second, third there. They've been battling it out. But John Cowboy Carlson come from the outside right around the 74 car there.
And we're working lap number 22. You'll see it finish just as they come across the line, all bunched up. And I don't know who got out of shape. It might have been
It was the 50 car got out of shape right there and took a shot to the nose. And looks like he got it gathered back up, but he lost a couple spots.
He did, and it almost bunched up the field right behind him. And that's how fast these guys got to react to, you know, keeping the focus on. As you see him single file now coming out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 23. The laps that we show you up on the screen are the ones that they've completed. The ones that, when we say 24, doesn't mean that we're off a little bit. It's just the one that they're working. And we're going to prove that we're going to be off a little bit throughout the season, but it is just the way that the cookie crumbles. You see Lapato making her way through the intersection, starting to get close. But obviously, Jillian out here just getting laps in, which is so cool of her to do. These guys know that that car's there. She's going to play it smart, and she's just going to get nothing but seat time in any division, any discipline, Jeff. You know it well. Seat time's everything.
Yeah, you got to get seat time. Zach Larson here in the orange and black car, working the bumper of Chris Curtis really good. That car is really, really strong through the center and on exit. He might be biding his time here to put a move on.
You know, I got to tell you, Zach Larson provided absolutely one of the coolest moments I've ever seen in all the years I've been out here at Evergreen. And that's when he just out of the blue saw Ricky Dietz walking through the pits. And Ricky had kind of had a not so good of a string of luck happening. Zach saw him and says, hey, get in this thing, take it out. And next thing I know, I see the car pulling up, and out of the car comes Ricky Dietz. He won that race, and that really reinvigorated Ricky to get back in, to be competitive, and such a cool story. That was one of the best things ever.
That's the heart of racers, though.
Yeah,
racers, as much as we want to beat the other guy, we also want to see the other guy do well and keep their confidence, because that's what makes racing great, is being able to beat the best.
Right, and anything you can do to help them as laps are winding down. We should be seeing the white flag out. There it is right there. One more to go for Nick Gunderson. Chris Curtis in spot number 2. Zach Larson in the 3rd spot as they come across, and they're halfway through the final lap. And look at that move to the inside as they come out.
Larson to the bottom. Oh, got him out of shape there.
Look at
Coming to the stripe line. Oh,
wow. What a finish.
What a finish right there. Larson gets from 3rd to 2nd in the last 22 feet.
And that's how quick it can happen, too, my friends. That's what makes this class absolutely cool and so good. And hopefully we'll get a lot more of these guys out there. So unofficially,
Nick Gunderson with the win tonight, our 2018 champion with the win. Zach Larson in that 83 edges out Chris Curtis at the stripe for 2nd. And our 2017 champion, Chris Curtis, pulls out the 3rd spot.
He will. And what a perfect time to be in that car, that number 74, with the paint scheme. You'll see it out of the car. That's how they get out. Nick Gunderson.
Nick Gunderson looks over at his teammate. Wow, what a race, what a finish. Walk me through your perspective and your point of view.
Well, I did everything I could to hold these guys off. I'm struggling a car that doesn't want to handle very good, but luck was on my side, and it was a fun race.
So you ended 2018 with a championship, but also a totaled race car. How good does it feel to be kind of back fully now, coming in middle or beginning of July in 2020?
It feels good. It's a brand new car. It's actually the first race that's actually completed since we built it. And hopefully we got more races this year.
All right, Nick Gunderson, your winner tonight for the Outlaw Figure Eights. Zach Larson. So a little bit of lap traffic almost helped you out. You needed a few more inches. Walk me through those last few laps battling with your teammate.
Yeah, just coming up there to the white flag, we had that lap car coming up, and when that happens, you kind of plan for something to happen because people are going to make moves to try to get around them, and it kind of just lined up almost just right for me, but not quite.
What else did you need besides maybe a few more laps to get past your teammate?
God, that's a good question. Another lap and I would have had it, but then again, I also spun out right at the checkered flag, so who knows?
Zach Larson, P2 tonight. Chris Curtis, third place tonight. A beautiful race car out here on the 4th of July. Third place, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good, you know. I ran second for a good portion of that race, and you know, just trying to get Nick, you know, and these guys are fast, and went for a last corner bonsai run there to the outside of a Nick for the lap car, and you know, unfortunately I ended up losing that spot to Zach, but you know what? That's great. I mean, got top quality cars up here and doing good. We're pretty happy with the outcome tonight.
Chris Curtis, P3 tonight in the Outlaws.
And there they are, the top three, Nick Gunderson, Chris Curtis, and Zach Larson, as we get ready to come up to our bump to pass class coming up here at Evergreen Speedway on the 4th of July weekend. And always just been an absolutely stunning weekend. And again, you talked about, we've listened to a couple of drivers say, man, it's so sad to not see people in the stands, but it's sad to see.
To all the fans, we miss you.
Yes,
we wish the grandstands were full. But we're so grateful to CW11 and everybody, all the sponsors of Evergreen Speedway, for being able to bring us this racing via television.
All right, this is going to be kind of a new experience for Jeff and I, a new class here in 2020 with mini bump to pass. And here's the lineup as I've got here the 13 of Justin Bliss, and longtime campaigner out here in bump to pass classes. Steve Schoenfeld in car number 6, Jason Thornborough in the 07 car, Brian Thornborough in the number 69, Harry Turner in the number 79, Harry Turner the third, I might say, Caleb Childs in the 21.
We got inside a row 4, we got the number 25 car there. We don't have a name on that one, but outside him, the 911 of Travis Krieger. Row number 5 there, number 70, Gabe Salter. Outside of him, the 24 of Scott Kiesling. Pulling up in the last row, number 29 of Ed Taylor as we go green. Outside of him, the 26 of Richard Turner.
Boy, there is...
our leader got turned there, yeah. Yeah, that's why they call it bump to pass
That's
there.
right.
We got to use the bumper to get some passing done.
At least we didn't have to wait a long time to give you guys an idea how this how this is going to work out. But it's the bump to pass is exactly it. You give them a couple of shots and then get them spun around, and the flags stay in the holsters. That is so cool. And
very few black flags in the bump to pass.
Yeah.
This is how we wish we could transform commuting. Just put a bumper to them every now and then and send it.
Yeah, you know, I can't help but look at the cars, you know, especially when they've got a lot of smoke coming out of it. And for years, we always used to try and use it. It's just a head gasket, nothing to worry about. You can see the one coming out right now out of turn number 4 as cars are all over the place. And like to be able to follow this a little bit better, but sometimes it's just kind of fun to sit back and just watch them plow into each other because they're about as confused as we are.
The 31 car there was all out of shape, and his buddy came up, just hit him in the left front, straightened him right out.
Yep.
What are friends for?
Yeah, you got to have it. And I don't know, on the 07 car of Jacob Thornborough and the 69 of Brian Thornborough, I don't know if they're brother, if they're father and son, but oh, look at that. Boy, there's one Uke tire that just has done what it was supposed to do.
I don't know if we saw that right, but it looked like he was trying to peel another guy off on the other Uke tire when he got out of shape and peeled himself off on that Uke tire right there. Number 79 there, Harry Turner III.
Yeah, well done, Harry.
We get our first caution in the mini bump to pass. Get him
What one to go with the yellow flag coming out, but I'm going to be a fan of this class already. And like I said, Steve Schoenfeld in that number 6 car, a longtime campaigner in what used to be known as the Western Washington Racing Association.
Absolutely.
When they were out here on Friday nights for years and years and years. So good to see him back out here. And this is another one of those deals like we talked about when the Youth Hornets were out running. These are names that we haven't seen before, so
True.
We don't know a lot about them. But you've got guys in this class that are going to hopefully be fixtures out here for years
Well,
to
and
come.
at the end of the day, racing's about having fun.
It
I mean,
is.
what's more
It
fun than
is.
putting a bumper to one of your buddies and sending
I got to
them?
find that out. You
Yeah.
know what that's like?
I do know what that's like. You try not to do it on purpose, though.
Well, but it is what it is.
right.
It gets you out there. Okay, we see the number 21 car there of Caleb Childs, the number 69 car, Brian Thornborough, as they get kind of stacked up.
We got the green out.
We are back.
The green is out. Big jump
Look
on the
at
field there.
Schoenfeld just walk away on that start, and boy, he got a lot of help with the confusion back there.
911 getting some help, straightening out again.
Travis Krieger out of shape, and he will get that thing back underway, as Jeff had mentioned. Here they come now down into turn 3. A nice belt by the 07 of Jacob
Have
Thornborough.
you seen his hands moving in there?
Yeah.
He's swaying that thing to the right and the left and back the other way. Oh, hang on.
Yep. I think Steve Schoenfeld might just have the smart best seat in the house, being out front as we see the is that the
It's
23?
the 29 of Ed Taylor right there.
Okay.
He's hooked up. He's going well. Somebody's getting turned in the back, though.
Yeah, this is the type of racing, especially on the 4th of July weekend, that the crowd would just go bananas over. As you see the 21 and the 29, the 21 of Caleb Childs and the 29 of Ed Taylor doing a great battle. These guys are all just got to be smiling out there. So it's
Yeah.
fun to see these guys back out there. There you see.
Oh, putting a bumper to him.
Yep, that's how you do it right there. That was Steve, I think, the 06 car or 07. 07 is Ed Taylor. You saw how this class is designed, and that was it. He just put a bumper to him, got him spun around, and off you go.
It is a ton of fun. These guys are out here. They prepared these cars. They came out to put a bumper to somebody, spin a couple people. Here we got
Just
another
like
one.
that.
Another one going around here.
Textbook.
Uh-oh, missed the corner, though. Through the dirt.
Yep, that's Steve Schoenfeld. That gave him a little bit of time to turn his head and see where somebody is and might be able to get him all out of whack. Mini bump to class action here on 4th of July out at Evergreen Speedway. So glad you guys are with us here on CW11. And while these guys are kind of spread out, I got to take a minute and thank all of the people that got onto Facebook. I don't do Twitter, but the comments that you guys made about what this whole team did to put this race on CW11 was just so cool to see, and we so appreciate all that. And keep it up, because we're going to try and do the best we can in bringing you this action Sunday nights here on CW11.
And big thanks tonight to Northwest Motorsports,
Yes.
who is sponsoring the night, the 4th of July night here that we're commemorating. And we're just thrilled to have them on board with
Yeah.
Evergreen Speedway this
Yeah.
year. As Steve just continues to be the class of the field here.
Steve Schoenfeld out way out in front, just looking for somebody to hit. And here he comes right now. It looks like he's going to come up to the 26 of Richard Turner. Where did you see that number? Almost looked like 29 of Ed Taylor.
Yeah.
Ed said, "Nah, Mr. Schoenfeld, you just go right on your way. I'm gonna save it for another time." As here comes Steve Schoenfeld now into turn number 3. Looks like the 69 car is going to be the next victim of that extremely fast and well-handling 6 car of Steve Schoenfeld, 69 of Brian Thornborough.
These guys are having a lot of fun here. Got some
know.
separation,
We
though.
need to get us one of these cars.
We do. Oh, he's giving a little
Yep.
push there.
There we go.
A little push.
Yep, that's how you do it.
There you go.
So you turn them right into it. The problem is you can get a little bit overzealous
Big save right there.
and get right into that fence. But good job by Steve Schoenfeld.
I just saw Brian Thornborough. He turned right there. Tried to right rear that guy going into turn 1. Oh, we lost a bumper.
Yep, there's a
Lost
souvenir.
a bumper on the backstrip.
That's right. Working the 5th mile here on a Sunday, beautiful, sunny Saturday night here at Evergreen Speedway. As you see the 07 machine of Jacob Thornborough trying to get into and just barely gets in. I believe that was the number 25 machine. As they just keep going and going.
Steve's got this race well in hand. We're avoiding a little obstacle on the backstretch here. It's the bumper of one of the cars here. Looks like we got some smoke coming out of the right front.
Yep. There's the white flag out. One more to go on the 5th mile for Steve Schoenfeld. Should be showing Ed Taylor coming up to take the checkered flag as Steve Schoenfeld just kind of bides his time. Checkered flag out. There is your winner in the number 6 car, Steve Schoenfeld. Good job, Steve.
Yeah, second place there, Ed Taylor in the 29, followed by the 07 of Jacob Thornborough. Man, that's the first time I've seen the mini bump to pass.
That was fun.
It was excellent. Lots of guys got turned around, and that's why we like bump to pass racing.
And
so we like seeing people wreck.
That's right. Cars built exactly for that. We'll have more from Evergreen Speedway interviews with these guys when we come back on CW11.